talarschema här. Vi har intressanta talare som kommer att dela sin kunskap i de här olika GMO-aspekterna som Monsanto ställer oss inför. Så vi börjar med jävla. Jag får en måta. Förlåt, det är inte jag som har sagt det. Det är Monica som börjar. Hon ska ha ett introduktionstal som Elias skrivit. Det är hon som anordnar marschen i Göteborg. Så,
hello, and thank you all for coming today. Today we have joined 2 million people worldwide. Today we join 2 million people worldwide. In hundreds of marches around the globe against the large agrochemical companies like Monsanto, Bayer, DuPont, and Syngenta. Companies whose first and foremost priority is profit, followed by power. Monsanto has a long list of dangerous products they have released and forced upon the world. Products which damage our health and the environment. The list is so long and scary, I'm just going to mention a few. This mic is really odd here. Hang on 1 second. Now I feel like I can see you all.
Villagatans eller Floragatans ingång.
Okay.
På den änden av hon
hopefully I didn't lose my voice either on that march. That was awesome. Monsanto is the face of artificial sweeteners, including their earliest product, saccharin, which has been found to induce liver tumors in rats. They're also responsible for aspartame, another artificial sweetener, which is still allowed to be produced today, and even though it's been shown to be linked to brain tumors, birth defects, and seizures. Bayer and Monsanto have produced PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, which were used in paints, pigments, cooling fluids, and electrical transfer. These non-flammable, chemically stable, heat-resistant, electrically conducting chemicals have been associated with numerous diseases, from cancer, effects on the immune system, nervous system, and reproductive system, and hormone system. They are easily absorbed through the skin. Did we mention PCBs are chemically stable? That means they don't break down. They're going to hang around even though they're not used anymore. They're still here with us. During the Second World War, Monsanto produced DDT, a potent insecticide, to help control diseases like malaria and typhus. Yet many insects develop resistance to it. And like all of these potential killing agents, the effects are not just toward insects. DDT causes thinning of egg shells from birds, and in humans it disrupts your hormones. DDT has been shown to cause reproductive and developmental problems, including miscarriages. It has been shown to cause liver cancer. DDT is very stable. It does not break down easily in the soil, and it takes even longer to break down in you. During the Vietnam War, era, Monsanto and Dow were both responsible for producing Agent Orange to kill the plant so they could easily find enemy soldiers. But this chemical that's been used to target plants also affects animals, including humans. Agent Orange killed and maimed people. It has led to birth defects, which are still occurring, and miscarriages in both humans and animals. Agent Orange led to higher rates of other diseases such as cancers, not to mention the permanent damage that Agent Orange has done to the forests and wildlife of Vietnam. Vietnam is likely to never recover from the damage that Agent Orange has done. Monsanto has also brought us bovine growth hormone, a hormone that cows are injected with to produce more milk. Cows are injected with this growth hormone. They're also much more prone to painful infections of the udder, and so they're given more antibiotics. And these infections also lead to a large increase in the pus content of the milk. But that is not all. The injected growth hormone leads to the cows to produce another growth hormone, IGF-1. Cow IGF-1 is identical to human IGF-1. And this hormone is a true promoter of cancer. And no, these hormones are not broken down in our stomachs when we eat them. The hormones are created as powerful signaling molecules. So when you drink milk from cows injected with bovine growth hormone, you get an extra large dose of antibiotics, pus, and cancer-producing hormones. Monsanto is also responsible for the weed killer glyphosate, commonly known as Roundup. Glyphosate was first registered as a heavy-duty cleaning agent due to its properties to bind metal minerals. Minerals such as magnesium, iron, calcium, copper. These are all vital micronutrients to our health. They're vital to our health. As it turned out, glyphosate was also really good at killing weeds. Glyphosate, which is the main ingredient in glyphosate, was registered by Monsanto as an antibiotic in 2010. An antibiotic. So when you eat glyphosate-covered food, imagine the impact it has on your gut bacteria, which is supposed to keep you healthy. Glyphosate has been shown to cause developmental problems to embryos in frogs and chickens. Embryo development does not differ so much in invertebrates. If glyphosate was so safe, why do farmers have to cover themselves head to toe to protect themselves when applying this to their crops? It's not okay to get on your skin, but it's okay to eat it. How easily can it be removed? If the FDA performed a study where they washed and peeled the food and were still able to detect the pesticides in the food. Monsanto has brought us genetically modified foods also. Food from crops engineered to produce its own pesticide. The food itself produces the pesticide inside it. Food that can be sprayed with more pesticides or both of these. Foods that are more resistant and produce their own pesticides. This is already more poison than you need. If inserting this so-called one little resistance gene into the crop leads to no other change in the food, why are there numerous reports of animals from cows to rodents choosing to eat non-GMO food when they're given that choice and eating only minimal amounts of GM food when that's all that's available to them? And have you heard the latest? Due to the weeds becoming resistant to glyphosate, they have now begun to release crops that are resistant to the main component of Agent Orange. Agent Orange in our food system. Do not be fooled by Monsanto telling you it only affects plants or it only affects insects. No, this does not mean it's safe for us. Humans may seem like something completely separate from plants or insects or bacteria, but at the basic biologic level, we are not so different. If Monsanto was an honest company, then why do they need their people working in the FDA, the EPA, and the government, and even the judicial system? If Monsanto was an honest company, why has the U.S. signed a Monsanto Protection Act so that no one can boycott them? If Monsanto, Syngenta, Bayer, and DuPont were honest companies with the world's best interest, why do they sue if their products are boycotted, banned, or forced to be labeled? If Monsanto was an honest company, then why do they need their people sitting on the editorial boards of scientific journals, deciding what scientific reports get published or not? Why do they shout bloody murder when anyone tries to publish any sort of negative research against their products or related genetically modified products or chemical products? If Monsanto was a company who honestly and thoroughly tested and researched their products before releasing them to the public, why are they hiding their negative results? If a rat-fed GM food becomes sick from eating their product, and the rat-fed non-GM food does not, honest and objective science does not exclude the sick or dead rats. If Monsanto was honest, they would have published all the results and been much more thorough in their testing. Where are our governments amongst this? Where are the governments that we, the people, have elected to look after our best interests and regulate the businesses? Where is the EU in looking after the people of Europe? Is this a democracy or is this corporatism? What can we do? Each of us have a voice. We are only one person, but each of us has a voice. We have a voice to tell our friends, our family, our colleagues about these issues. Each of us has the ability to phone or write to our government ministers and swamp the media with our concerns. If everyone is informed and everyone speaks up, perhaps we have a chance to make a change. We each have a single voice, but together we can make a thunderous roar and send a strong message loud and clear. Hell no, GMO. Hell no, GMO!